Good morning, Stampers. This is Super Awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wisconsin, USA. I'm excited to be kicking off our Black Friday 2021 event. So we have a lot of great presentations coming up today, all in 1 hour time blocks. So every presenter will be featuring a suite that they chose from a list that we've narrowed down. So my suite today is the Gingerbread and Peppermint suite. Hi Angie, I can see you're watching. Just if you'd add a comment so that the feed will show up on my screen, that would be great. I'm going to check to make sure. Oh, there we go. Yep, I can see myself. Okay, and I'm going to make myself wider so that we can see the comments. Oh, I made myself too wide there. So I am featuring the Gingerbread and the Peppermint suite. And hang on a second. I gotta find myself again. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna flip the camera around. Hi Rose, thanks for watching. Oh, Angie, Emily, I see your comments. I'm gonna get going to my project. Before I flip around, I just wanna invite you to the day again, and to make sure that you follow along on the main feed. So we'll be having lots of posts throughout the day, lots of demonstration videos. You can find those demonstration videos by going to the album in the section and clicking on the album, looking at the photo, and in each photo description in that album will be a link to the demonstration video if there was a demonstration video for it. All right, so I just want to get that out of the way. Now I'm going to flip around and we're going to start my project. So cover your eyes if you get dizzy because I need to manually switch my camera. All right, and then here's my workstation. So you'll see all the nice little printed patterns up there while I get you strapped in. Those were all the prints, or most of the prints featured in the Gingerbread and Peppermint Designer Series paper. So you can see a little bit off the screen there. Okay, so I'm going to pull in my other light. Gotta get a lot of light. Try to get rid of those shadows. And my project today is this fun little pillow box. It's like a mini pillow box. It might be the smallest one we've ever had. Let me get the ruler so you can see. So it's only about 3 inches wide by 2.5 inches tall. And if you slip the little belly band open, I tucked in a little tag for a message. So you can slip some kind of little mini candies in there. I've got, just so you can see, they're not color coordinated. Sorry, my Kit Kat's not going to fit in there, but you can fit probably 3 Ricolas in there. That's how small it is. Alright, so let's take that out of there. And then let's get started assembling and going through all of the pieces. Okay, so my paper is the craft paper. So it's measure 6 by 6 or 15.2 by 15.2 centimeters. And here is the die set that coordinates with this suite. It's called Pretty Pillowbox. So I'm not going to run this through the Stampin' Cut embossing machine, but I'm just going to show you that it actually does fit on a 6 by 6 sheet. So when you cut one out, you've got this extra side piece right here. So that's where I cut the tag off. And then I also cut some poinsettias off. And then if you look on the sample, I cut a tan little tag as well. It's this one right here. So when I was processing through the actual Big Shot, or through the pillow box, I just loaded up and die cut a few more shapes out. And you can get one more over here. Now the little poinsettias are the petals. There are 2 of 2 sizes, so there's 2 large and 2 small. So just be aware of that. Alright, so we can get that out of the way. Yes, Emily, it's great for a little tiny table feather. They can tuck it in their jacket pocket and take it with them too. You could even write their name with one of our Stampin' Right markers, the real red marker, so they know, and set that, or you can write their name up there on the top flap and set it next to their drink cup so that they know which table setting they need to sit at. All right, okay, so the Pillowbox does this cutting and scoring for you. Oh, I should mention, before I proceed, there are 3 different decorative flaps. So on my sample card, I did this flap, and then you can do the decoration, the decorative flap, when you run it through and cut the piece out. This is, nope, that's for holes if you want to do a ribbon closure. This is the one I used for this card, or the design I am doing with you. Okay, so we'll set those aside. All right, so the score lines aren't that evident. So you will want to grab your bone folder and crisp up any flat ones. So the flap and then the bottom seam. Now the side ones are circular, half moon in shape. So you will just need to find them and kind of press them into place. Like that. So there are 4 of those, and I am monitoring comments. So if anybody has made any of these, let me know. They're fun. They're a little cute size. I've also just used the front of this for a card, decorative card front, an interesting layer on a card. And I am having problems with my camera stand, so I apologize if it's slipping a tiny bit, but I have all these papers up here for you to look at. I think that the ball bearings are wearing a little bit. I noticed that on a previous Facebook Live this week that my workstation was down here where I needed it, but by the end of the video you could see everything at the top. Okay, so there, I formed it all up. Now to make it pretty looking, we're going to tuck these back flaps in first and bring the front in. Oh, there. So just like that. So before you add any adhesive, just form it up so you know where you're going with the sides, and kind of press them in a little more if you need it. All right, so now when I form up boxes, I generally tend to grab my liquid glue because you can zhuzh everything in place. One disadvantage of liquid glue, I think I got time, a little bit of time, is that you got to hold it in place to let the glue dry a little bit. Oh, and I grabbed the one that was empty. Here we go, this one. I thought that one felt a little light. All right, so since the back flaps are the ones we're gonna tuck in, that's the flap that I put the glue on. I'm gonna take the flap and kind of go over it and not slide it. Press it over the glue and not slide it over the glue. That way I don't get any glue on the edge there. Okay, and then bring this one in. And just hold it shut, and I'm gonna check my comments. I see 7 eyeballs this morning. We've got presentations throughout the day. You will see some time blocks where there will be no presentations. So hopefully the person that presents on the previous hour will just mention that the next hour is kind of going to be a catch-up hour. If you've missed anything, go back and watch some videos. Keep on refreshing to the main feed. You might have to log out of Facebook and log back in. on your phone, no, I was going to look at that. I can't remember where the videos are on the phone. But if you're on a computer, you'll need to go to the More in Media and either videos or albums to see what's going on in the main feed. All right, now I'm just kind of zhuzhing that like that. All right, let's set this one up a little bit. There. All right, so you can see that has that nice little peek through decorative edge. This has just got a nice little, I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like a half moon. So you can't totally see the decorative edge, or you can't see through that edge. It's just a slit, but I still want to put this red flap on there. So let me find the right side. There's a right and the wrong because there's stitching on that. So you'll know what I mean when you run yours through. The back side is the side that the die has pushed through, so you can't see a lot of the stitching. And I think I just put it on the wrong side. That's all right. I wonder if I have another one of these. Cut. Nope, I do not have a spare cut. That's all right. Whoever gets this little mini box is not gonna notice that I put the wrong side up. Okay. So I just want a little bit of that hanging off, and again with that green glue I can kind of move it into place. Now grab my paper snips because my edges here are impeding the closure. So all I'm doing is cutting that tip off and then kind of cutting it down so it follows the line of the lid of the flap. And then you're just going to have to work it. You know how you've worked cardstock to kind of curl a little bit. Okay. All right, next up is we are going to do some stamping. And this is fine. I'm going to find the right side on this one, and it's the side. There we go. So I'm going to hold that up to the camera. Let's see if it can focus. So this side has more definition on the stitches, so that's the front side. This side has less definition, so this is the side that actually poked through the paper for the die. Okay, all right, set that aside over there. All right, now I wanted a fun little different flap. So a lot of times in a small party favor, you will wrap a piece of ribbon around, and then up here where I've got this tag wrapped around, you'll put a piece of linen thread or some baker's twine or something else and make a knot. I wanted something a little different. Oh, before we shut that up, let's put it on a little message. And then I want the angle going this way, so the taller part, the longer part of the ribbon to the outside. Wrap it around. And what I did was cut the ends at different lengths to add a little bit of interest. There, so the front one is going to be a little longer than the back one. And then the next thing that I did was wrap this tag, again finding the right side, yep, that's the right side, around the ribbon. And to secure this in place, I'm going to use, I can let that go, some glue dots. Oops. And this is just kind of a belly band. I didn't like a bow, was a little too clunky, and you know, a bow on the front with maybe a glue dot closure, so I just wanted to try something a little different. There. And then I just used some glue dots to secure the poinsettias down. So red one. I can see I should have done the opposite color. That's all right. Red on red is tone on tone, looks nice too. And then that right there. So for the top one, I am going to use a tiny little bit of glue because I don't want, do I have the right bottle? Is this the new one? Yeah. I want a tiny little bit of glue because I don't want the glue dot showing through. And there we have our fun little treat box. All right, so I am going to sign off for today. Thank you for watching. Again, go to the media albums, the photo albums, and to follow up or find all of the videos that you may have missed along the day. There will be a link to the demonstration video in that photo in the album. Make sure you follow up with the demonstrator that invited you to this event to get a host code to place an order, or to take advantage or ask questions about the current new recruiting promotion. So if you want to be a demonstrator, now is a great time because you get a greatly reduced starter kit from the normal price, but still get the same fabulous amount of products in your starter kit. So I'm not going to mention prices because pricings are different throughout all 4 of our regions. We're in Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada, and the US. So we all have different pricing structures. So that's why we try not to mention prices so that people are either not surprised or they're not disappointed about the price of our promotions and our products. All right, I think that's it. Angie Oldenburg is up at the top of the hour, which is 8 a.m. for us, with the Whimsy and Wonder Suite. I think that's all of the housekeeping things I need to take care of today. Our very last presenter is tonight, close to, well, very late in the evening, but Chrissy Hannes will be signing us off. So if you see that she has done our presentations, we are all done for our day. But again, we have most of the day filled with presenters. So I'm happy that you're here with us today. Oh, and make sure that you do add a photo of your pajama pants to my post showing my pajama pants. I will show you that I am really wearing them today. The photo that I had to take was yesterday, but here are my pajama pants for today. All right, so I'm going to sign off. Flip you around. Say have a nice Black Friday with us, and we'll stamp with you soon. Bye.